Hi, it's Tori. Welcome to my channel called Sassy Southern Senior because I am a Sassy Southern Senior. I'm 63 years old. I'm from Alabama. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I would love to have your comments and suggestions and thoughts, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. So today I am going to be talking about 6 hard truths of aging. Things that I think all of us face as we age. I know I have had to deal with these things, and I think most of us do. The first one is that you will lose people important to you. And this kind of hits home for me because I lost a friend just last week who was only 42 years old. And that's been hard. And I also have lost many, actually most of my family members. I have had an older brother and 2 older sisters who have passed away. The brother was my half brother. He was from my mother's first marriage, and he died of leukemia at the age of 39 back in 1986. So that was the first family member that I lost. And then I lost my dad when I was also young, and he was 62 when he died. He died of a heart attack. And then I have lost both of my sisters. I have a sister and then a half sister. And the half sister died of dementia. And then my sister died of a stroke. And they both died at the age of 66. So that's kind of scary because I'm 63 now. I don't have any major health problems. I don't have any, I don't have heart disease. I actually went and got a evaluation for dementia just because I was scared of that. Every time I would forget something, I would be, oh no, maybe I have dementia. But the testing confirmed that I do not. I just forget things sometimes. I have I lost my mother in 2021. She was 94 years old. So while it was sad, I just hope that I make it that long. 94 is a long life, and of course I miss her, but you kind of expect it at 94 years old. But the older you get, the more people you lose along the way. And so that's just a fact of aging, and it's very difficult. But it is one of the hard truths of aging. The second one is that you will have aches and pains and possible physical decline. I myself have had 2 knee surgeries. I've had a back surgery. I've had my appendix out. Because of my knee surgeries, I have pain in my knees sometimes. Just general aches and pains that I didn't have when I was 20 or 30. So that I think is kind of a part of aging, is there will be some degree of physical decline. Of course, some of us experience that more than others. The third hard truth is mental decline. And, I talked earlier about losing my sister who had dementia. Unfortunately, the older you get, the more your chances are of having dementia or, some type of memory issues. But even now, I find myself sometimes, I don't remember something, or I'm not quite as sharp as I was when I was younger. All of us, I think, have had that idea. I have it happen where we walk in the kitchen and we don't remember what we went in there for. So there is a certain degree of mental decline. It may be very gradual or just very little. But I think that's something that all of us are going to experience the older we get. I think you can't say, like, for example, my mother at 94, she was still pretty sharp, but she certainly wasn't the person she was at 40, for example. Number 4 is having to make hard decisions. The older you get, the more hard decisions you have to make. For example, retirement. Do you retire? Do you keep working? Do you work part time? What age do you retire at? So you have to decide that. Um, you also have to think about housing. Or you keep your house? Maybe you own your house. Do you keep it? Do you try to keep up that maintenance on the house, the yard work, the housework, all of those things that go with home ownership? Or do you perhaps sell the house, move into an apartment, or move into some type of senior living? So that's another hard decision that you have to make. Um, then another one is thinking about long term care. Even if you don't need it now, you may need it in the future. What are you going to do if you get to where you can't live by yourself? Are you going to move in with family, with children? Are you going to go to an assisted living facility, or some type of senior housing, or a nursing home? Or what are you going to do if that time comes? And if you live long enough, eventually I think you get to that point where you need some help. Um, then also medical decisions. What if you have a stroke or something and you aren't able to make your own medical decisions? Who do you want to do that for you? So that's something that you have to think about. Also, as much as we don't want to think about it, we have to think about perhaps end of life decisions. Do you have life insurance? Would it cover your burial expenses? Those are all hard decisions that you have to make as you get older. Um, Number 5, you will worry about your adult children. Um, I have 2 adult children. I worry about them all the time, even though they're doing well. Uh, One of them does have autism, and I especially worry about her because I worry whether she'll be able to make it if I'm gone. And so I think no matter how old your children are, you worry about them and their future and if they're going to be okay without you. And then the last one, and there's a country song called Don't Blink. Um, and it's talking about, I think the line goes something about 100 years goes faster than you think, so don't blink. Um, and I will say I am 63. 63 years have gone faster than I could imagine. It seems like I was just 18 not long ago, or I was just in college. And so it has gone so fast. It's hard to imagine that it's been 40 years since I was in college. That just, yeah, that just blows my mind to think about that it's been that long. And sometimes it seems like it was just yesterday. So don't blink because you will wonder where that time went. So make sure that you're enjoying every day, that you're living in the present, and you're enjoying what you can get out of each day. So those are some hard truths that you have to face, as you age. So let me know your thoughts on that. Or have you had to deal with some of those things? Are you struggling with some of them now? And again, I really appreciate you being here. I'm trying to get to my first 100 subscribers. So if you would subscribe and hang around with me, I would really appreciate that. Have a great day.